Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at some pretty interesting new research today.
Yeah, it's a paper digging into automated insulin delivery for type 1 diabetes.
Right, the systems you often hear called like artificial pancreases systems.
Mm.
They use those continuous glucose monitors, link them to an insulin pump.
And often there's AI involved making decisions. That's the key part here.
Exactly. So this paper, it's asking, well, how fast do these AI systems actually get up to speed?
And specifically, does that self-learning AI really, drive the benefits right from the get-go? Is it the AI doing the heavy lifting early on?
That's the core question they tackled.
Yeah, Cetin and the team, they looked at whether the big improvements people see happen like right away, almost as soon as you turn the system on.
Kind of testing if the algorithm smarts are the main thing making the difference quickly.
Precisely. If it is, you'd expect to see that impact almost, well, instantly.
So how'd they study it? They used a specific system, right?
They did. It was the Medtrum A8 TouchCare Nano system. They had 15 patients with type 1 diabetes.
Okay, and the comparison was?
They took glucose data from before the automated mode was switched on and compared it to different periods after activation. Pretty standard, before and after setup.
Makes sense. And the results? You said quickly.
Oh, yeah, quickly is definitely the word. The data showed significant improvements almost straight away.
Compared to the time before they started using the system.
Exactly. Across key metrics, the stuff that really matters for managing diabetes day to day.
Like time and range is a big one, right? Keeping glucose in that healthy zone.
That's a huge one. Also, time spent above range. You want less of that, obviously. And glucose variability.
Ah, the ups and downs.
Ah.
Less bouncing around is better.
Much better. They measured that variability using the interquartile range. And yeah, time and range jumped significantly. Median went from about 56% before to over 81% in the first 15 days. Big jump.
Wow. And time above range dropped.
Right.
Glucose variability smoothed out.
Yep. Significant drops in time highs and variability decreased too. All good signs.
Okay, but here's the bit that really caught my eye. The timing.
Oh, you mean the day one finding?
Yes. The paper highlights that the single biggest daily improvement in time and range,
Happened on the very first day. Day one of automated mode.
a jump of over 10% compared to baseline, just like that.
Just like that. It's quite striking, isn't it? Really points to an immediate effect.
So while things maybe kept getting a little better over the first couple of weeks.
Right. The trends were positive for TIR, negative for time above range, generally moving in the right direction.
When they actually compared, say, the first 5 days against the next 5 days, or at days 6-10 against 11-15.
There wasn't a statistically significant further improvement in those main metrics between those periods.
So the steepest climb was right at the start. Bang, day one.
Pretty much. And they looked further out, too. 15 days, 30 days,
Right.
90 days.
Similar story.
Yeah, the paper says no significant changes in glycemic control between those longer time points either, once the initial jump had happened.
Fascinating. And what about insulin? Did people just end up using way more?
That's another really key point. No, the total daily insulin dose didn't change significantly.
And the basal bolus ratio. The background versus mealtime insulin.
That stayed stable too, which strongly suggests the AI wasn't just, throwing more insulin at the
I
problem.
was smarter than that.
Seems so. It was optimizing when the insulin was delivered. The authors called it a well-planned, rational form of insulin delivery.
So, putting it all together,
Yeah.
what's the big takeaway here?
Well, this deep dive really underscores how incredibly fast these AI systems can start making a difference in something as complex as glucose control.
And that massive impact on day one. It really seems to back up the idea that the AI algorithm itself is key right from the beginning.
It suggests the AI is effective almost immediately. Whether that's super fast learning or just really good initial programming, the effect is instant.
It certainly drives home the power of the AI component in these systems.
Absolutely. Which leads to a bigger question, really.
Go.
Well, if AI can get such dramatic, rapid results here with glucose control, what does that tell us about the potential for AI in personalized medicine for other complex conditions?
Yeah, and how much do we really need to understand about that immediate day one effect? That initial phase seems incredibly powerful.
Exactly. Lots to think about there about how these systems learn or maybe how effective they are right out of the box.